maybe that was the scare of the day, and maybe this is going to be okay. June 29th, ReW, CaRoLeeN STeWaRT from Subject of the Question is the Who. And we've got a big day today, giant day. Yes, it's the day that the Rolling Stones, June 29th, Mick Jagger and Keith Richards were both sentenced on drug offenses.
Wow.
Now, the thing that's interesting, though, is the same date, June 29th, Keith Richards, in a different year, was sentenced to 1 year in jail on drugs charges. So June 29th, I think Keith Richards better stay home.
I think that's like what Jonesy had is January 18th.
Oh, so yes.
June 29th is like his omen now.
Keith Richards. I wonder if he even knows June 29th is that day for him.
He probably doesn't even remember.
That's what I mean. Exactly. Good old Keith. I know people that have met Keith Richards a bunch of times, and I haven't had the pleasure yet, but you know, the way he's going, he's not going anywhere.
Oh, please. He's going to be there next to Cher and all the other cockroaches.
I love them. I love them. Today, actually, is the day, June 29th, is the Beatles' first song, From Me to You, hit the UK charts. June 29th. That's their first hit. Did you know that?
I actually didn't know that, but it's one of a good favorites of mine.
I know, it's pretty incredible.
Along with millions of others.
Pretty amazing. Today, June 29th, in 1936, check this one out. The Empire State Building emanates high-definition TV.
Really?
Yeah. Can you believe that?
So the Empire State Building. Wow. That's actually something. See, I love the ReW show because you learn something new every day.
Yeah, and our first guest is texting in this day and age that he's going to be late. So that's what I thought. So he was, you know, we love you, Jurgen. We love you very much. But I just have to say, last week, he was supposed to be in your seat, the Who.
Really?
And he got sick.
Ooh.
This week, we invited him for a guest spot, and he's late.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
you know, Jurgen, we love you, Jurgen. Just, you know, you get the point. And that's another text. My daughter is coming to save the day, so she'll be here in a little while.
Yay,
Eva.
hello, Eva.
So, all right, more interesting things on this fabulous day in history. Yes, the remote control was invented or actually introduced on June 29th. That to me is pretty interesting. It's also National Camera Day. So, camera, please be nice today since it is National Camera Day. Make us all look as good as possible.
I'm 10 pounds heavier because the camera always has 10 pounds.
Do you want to be 10 pounds heavier?
Well, at least I want to be 10 pounds lighter.
Okay, so that's what you meant.
Yeah.
All right, well, fine. I mean, how do you think right now? The camera's doing all right, yeah?
Well, it's an Apple. I look damn good in any camera.
Oh, there you go. Everybody should have the confidence of this woman. You are an inspiration to many.
Aww.
Tell me about Subject of the Question, actually.
Well, it's a quartet, which is a four-person band. We're an all-black rock band. I'm the lead singer, of course. I have my older brother, Karasu. He's the guitarist and also backup vocals. I have the lovely Michelle. She's a female bass player. We have Q on drums. So basically, it's kind of a family thing. So it's like a brother-sister couple kind of thing.
It is. It's like two couples.
Yeah. So like one big happy family.
And Subject of the Question is playing tonight. And when are you playing after tonight?
After tonight, we're actually going to be on July 4th, right here.
Again, at Otto SHrunken
For No Future's birthday party / little get together.
Speaking of birthdays, we have a birth in the room right now.
Yes, we do.
Is he eating? We're going to show you a little treat, a ReW
Exclusive.
Yeah, and it's like offspring on the show. Oh, right, your kid's here, my kid's coming today. Your family. It's a family day, the last day of June.
But yet it's a family affair, so it's all good.
Exactly.
Oh, please.
And other births. Speaking of births and stuff like that, interesting birthdays today. It's Gary Busey's birthday.
Oh my God.
I met him not too long, a couple weeks ago at Chiller Theater. He is a trip.
Is it actually an actual whack job that people say?
I didn't really get to meet him so much because there was such hoopla and you needed like whatever, but he did say something to me like, "Hello, darling." You know, he's very like, "Darling, honey."
Aww.
Yeah, he was cool. I liked him. He was really, really cool.
That's good.
Yeah. It's also Slim Pickens' birthday today.
Slim Pickens.
Yeah, Slim Pickens. I mean, that name alone is just the coolest. It's
I like
little
the name.
Eva's birthday. Little Eva, and my little Eva will be here in a bit. It's Richard Lewis's birthday.
Really?
He's a funny guy. Do you know who he is?
I'm trying to think.
He's a comedian, Richard Lewis. Do you ever watch
Yes, Men in
Larry
Tights.
Davis?
I think
Larry Davis. Larry
Yes.
David. Larry Dunn, you know, whatever. Who cares? It's but the you know, God bless all these birthdays. Ruth Warwick, she was Phoebe on All My Children, and you know, All My Children is coming to an end. Speaking of all our children, Phoenix, come here, come here. He is going to be the next generation of children growing
Yes,
up
he
that will
is.
not know All My Children. And Ruth Warwick was Phoebe on All My Children. Here.
You want to say hi?
Here's the newest addition to the Ruin Who family. Oh, Phoenix, look. Over here. This is little Phoenix. When's his birthday be? And the proud mom.
April 17th.
That's Eva, my daughter's half birthday.
Oh, really?
She's October 17th.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
April 17th.
So now I know you are Eva's half birthday. So Phoenix, what do you have to say to the world for your first appearance? Go gaga. I wish it was like, look who's talking. Like, Anthony, can you say something for him? So April 17th, May, June, 2 months old.
Yes, 2 months old.
He's 2 months old, and he is the new generation. So Phoenix, are you going to be a hip-hop star?
No future.
No future.
No future.
Ah. Hello.
I swear he looks
And
just
what do you
like
think
his
he's
dad.
going to do?
He's going to be something great. He
Yes,
has to
he
be.
is.
That name, Phoenix, and the sky is endless.
Aw, the proud mama. So the angels in the room today, to me, thank you, Phoenix. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you wave?
Bye.
You know, it feels like stupid dog tricks, you know? Baby tricks. He's so good. He has no expression. Zero. He is like...
He talks with his eyes a lot.
Uh-huh.
Big, huge eyes.
He's adorable. So that's Phoenix, the next generation of people in this planet. Yeah, pretty much. I know. He's definitely not my generation. But that's okay.
But he's a generation nonetheless. So.
Yes, exactly. And all right, so the angels in the room today steal the show. To be honest with you, I was really blown away by the angels.
Really?
For this day. So we are loaded in this room right now, June 29th, with amazing angels, and this list just doesn't end. Buddy Hackett passed away on June 29th. Now you know who Buddy Hackett was, right?
The Music Man, of course.
Buddy Hackett was the Music Man?
It says right there.
Oh my God.
It says it right there. I'm reading it.
I didn't know he was the Music Man. He was like a funny comedian.
But that too, but he was in the Music Man.
Yeah, he was the Music Man. Look at that. Oh my God. I wonder what he did in the Music Man.
Oh, God.
Did you see that movie? Isn't that 76? Trombones. I think that's the Music Man. But Katharine Hepburn passed away on this day, June 29th. So, Lady Hepburn, we would love for you to be in the room with us for the entire show. Because Kate,
She's adorable.
she definitely paved the way for
Yes, she did.
for being sexy, womanly, manly, you know,
Classy.
everything. Spencer Tracy,
Like
she
the
was,
ultimate epitome. of
yeah,
woman.
wasn't she like the other woman in Spencer Tracy's life? I mean, she was a mistress. She was amazing.
She had a lot of things on her resume.
Yes, Rosemary Clooney passed away on this day.
Wow.
Now I do know she sang that song, White Christmas, and
Of course, that's George Clooney's. Those who don't know, that's George. I think that's George Clooney's mother.
I think it might be, or aunt.
Aunt. No, aunt.
Is it?
I think it's aunt because my grandmother, God bless her soul, told me that she met the woman. So
Rosemary Clooney. Really? Wow. Well, she's in the room with us. Thank you, Rose. You know, I think I am full of mistakes right now, but I do think she was in the Poseidon Adventure. And she's the one that swam. She was the woman that had to swim in the Poseidon Adventure.
I think so.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I think I gotta see it again, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Rosemary Clooney. She like had to swim. Did you ever see that movie? It's beyond your time. I can't believe you saw it. The Poseidon Adventure.
You know what it is? Even though I was born in '87, I do know a lot.
You do? You think?
I was raised old school, so I already know.
Okay.
Good stuff.
And I was born before that, and I know nothing. So I'm glad you're here to save the day.
To a certain degree. I can't bail you out on certain things.
All right, who else passed away on this day?
Let's see.
Lana Turner, Madam X. She died on this day, June 29th. Now, she was one hot lady.
Yes, she was.
Lana Turner. Bob Crane, Hogan's Heroes. Did you ever see that? He passed away on this day. This is what I mean, the list of angels in this room.
Wow, we even
Out
have
of this world.
Elizabeth Barrett Browning.
She was a very famous English poet. She passed away on this day. William Hickey. I mean, I know people who actually had him as their acting teacher here in the city at HB Studios. William Hickey was, Jurgen says, I will be there at 4:20. How perfect is that? Figures he'd be here at 4:20. He's that kind of guy. Yeah, he is. Jurgen. Hey, Q.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you. So, what else can I say? Lowell, this is a sad one. Lowell George. Yeah, he was in Little Feat. Amazing. He died at 34 years old. That was an accidental death.
Ooh.
He was also in The Mothers of Invention, which I think that's Frank Zappa.
Yes.
And but Little Feat, I loved Little Feat. You wouldn't know them; they're before your time. But Lowell George, that had to be an accidental, crazy moment.
At least that.
Yeah, that was one of his. But let him be an angel in the room with us today. I love that. And who else? Jane Mansfield. Gosh, she died also at 34.
Wow.
Jane Mansfield. All these angels. That's what I'm telling you. The angels in the room today are beyond belief.
And this is a big one. Alan Carr, the producer and manager of Grease, died at 62.
Yeah, on this day.
Wow, that's a big one.
Grease Lightning, man. His last name is Carr.
Ironically.
Isn't that crazy?
Ironically,
I know.
you think of Grease, you think of
You think
Carr.
of Grease Lightning, you burn. Exactly. I know. And what else can I tell you? We have a crazy day in store. It is National Almond Butter Crunch Day. I couldn't really find the almond butter, but I did get almond crunch for when people share their skeletons. So, CaRoLeeN, would you want to share a skeleton and get some almond crunch?
Aw, man.
Do you have skeletons in your life?
I'm not flawless, but I will say probably a couple of femurs in my closet. Not
All right.
skeletons.
Okay,
but,
so can you share one?
Oh, God.
Here's some almond crunch.
Yes, I know. That looks as tempting as that looks, and I'm supposed to be on a diet, but as tempting as that looks. But you know what? One time I was with my friends, and we for spite, my friend was like, oh, I hate this guy, he's such an asshole to me. Well, I can curse, we're on the internet. So, so for spite, we blocked our numbers, and I acted like it was a phone sex line.
What do you mean?
What I mean was, like, you know how when you, how do I explain it? You know how, like, when you watch TV late at night, you know how these certain phone calls, like those, like, hi, would you like to?
Yeah, I know
like those.
I know what that is, but like, what did you do with it? Like,
What I do with it, I
pretended
that I was one of the phone sex lines, and I faked the name. I forgot the name.
What, like if someone called you, you mean you would answer like that?
Like, no, if someone would call me, no, I would more like it was. How do I explain it? It was like, okay. Like, you know how we try to do it, and
Phoenix, are you catching all this?
I know, I'm embarrassed about it, but funny. It's
No,
funny
I don't
story
get
at
it.
the same time.
Explain to me.
Like, okay, we did like this phone sex. It was like a free trial, so we try to do it like that. Like if you press this button to speak to a sexy woman, like for 20 minutes free. And after 20 minutes, we had to pay, a certain dollar.
Oh, so you called one, you mean?
No, I acted like I was one to this one guy that my friend hated.
Ah,
So
and it worked?
Yeah, it did.
Cool, baby. All right. Yeah, were you good at it?
And a funny ending was it.
Have some almond crunch. Yes,
A
it's
funny
National
ending
Almond
about
Crunch
it was
Day.
the funny ending was after the 20 minutes, I made it look like. After the 20 minutes, I actually made it so I gave a girl that I hated her cell phone number. So that way it was like this one guy is calling her friend, calling the number, and next thing you know, the next day out there, she was like, "How come I'm getting a guy calling about some chick named Sophia for a phone sex line?"
So it escalated.
It escalated, but it was kind of funny. So my friend got her revenge, I got my revenge.
There you go. And we'll be back on this crazy June 29th with all the angels in the house.